Okay then, so on to the C section for my video nasty collection. And before I start on all the C's, I just want to quickly go back to the B section, because in that I talked about a film called Bloodbath, the Mario Bava film. That film has several other titles. It's been released around the world as stuff like Twitch of the Death Nerve and stuff like that, but it's also known as Bay of Blood. Now at the time of the video nasties, Medusa Video were looking to release the film under that title, Bay of Blood. But I think because of all the video nasty hysteria in the papers and stuff like that, they decided not to go for not to release it. But they got as far as printing up a sample sleeve, and this sleeve was available in their catalogue, which they gave out to video shops. So you can now get a hold of one of these sleeves if it's been cut out of that catalogue, and that's where I've got this from. So this is actually the sample sleeve. On the back it's for another film called Rome 2033. But the main reason why I got it was for obviously the Bay of Blood sleeves. Quite a rare one, to get a hold of now. But yeah, so that's from the B section, Bay of Blood. So right, on to C films. Now these films are all basically cannibal films. So there's 4 films in this section, and they're all basically cannibal related. First up we have Cannibal Apocalypse. I have seen this film. I watched it on DVD. I think I watched the Cinema Club one. It's quite fun. It's quite a fun little film. It's got John Saxon in, who was in loads of films actually, loads of exploitation films, but he was also in stuff like Nightmare on Elm Street and things like that. Got this from Philip Hatter, I believe. One of my first pickups. Actually in quite a nice condition as well. So it's one of the replay tapes, which you have to be careful of because there's lots of fakes out there of replay titles. You can sort of tell the difference between the fakes and the real ones by looking at the top label, and you get like a slightly different font on there. And also the shiny kind of goldness on the fake ones is a lot more shiny than on the originals, so you get this, it's kind of more like a matte kind of gold look to these ones. But I'm pretty happy with that. I think I paid £25 for that, so it's quite a good little bargain. Let's just check playback. Right, next up on my C section of cannibal films from the DPP 39 is Cannibal Ferox. This is kind of one of the main titles that people like to go for. It's one of the ones that kind of got a lot of public attention back in the day. This is Umberto Lenzi, is it? Is Umberto Lenzi made this? I think so. I have seen this. It's okay. I actually got the tape first. And it had a copied sleeve. It's actually like a Betamax sleeve. I don't know what I've done with it. There you go. That was the original sleeve I had for it, which actually says Betamax at the bottom. But it's a photocopied sleeve, although it's quite well done. But obviously I don't really want to have copied sleeves in all my tapes, so I went out and managed to track this original sleeve down from a seller on Precert. I paid £30 for the sleeve and £35 for the tape, so £65 all in, which isn't bad, because I know some of these tapes go for about £100 or so on eBay, so it's quite a good little find. Right, let's check playback. Right then, so next up on my list of films is Cannibal Holocaust. This is probably one of the most famous of all the Nasties. It was allegedly one of the ones which kind of kick-started the whole problems in the media at the time, because the head of Go Video apparently sent a copy to Mary Whitehouse in order to try and drum up publicity, and that kind of backfired when she started the whole campaign against the video Nasties and stuff. But it's quite a good little film, although like Cannibal Ferox is quite hard going. This is actually a really nice edition, nice copy I've got. Inside it's got the original Go box as well. It's all intact. There's no damage to the box. The tape itself is really nice condition. Let's see if I can focus in a bit more. There you go. So really nice and clean. Focus that right. Yep. So I'm pretty pleased with that one. That was off of a member on pre-search as well. I think I paid £180 for that, which at the time seemed quite a lot, but now I know these are going for more than sort of £200. So and like I said, this is a really nice condition one, so pretty pleased with that. So let's stick it in the VCR and check playback. Lastly on my list of the C films is The Cannibal Man. Now I haven't watched this one yet. I probably will at some point, but it's meant to be quite a good little film. I think it's called The Apartment on the 13th Floor originally. It's meant to be like kind of a psychological horror, but the company in division obviously decided to relabel it and try and market it as more of like a grisly horror film and called it The Cannibal Man. This one is actually, it came out originally as a card slipcase. So unfortunately, this one is just the 3 sides, and they are stuck together. So it's 3 separate sides stuck together. But still, it's quite good condition. The tape itself is in nice condition as well. Still got the side label. Got the original side label and yeah. So there you go. That's the last one on the C section for the DPP 39. And I will probably try and track down a complete carton at some point. But at the moment, this one will do fill in space. I think I paid £70 for that one, so that was pretty good. So let's check playback. So that's the end of my C section for the video Nasties. For these 4 tapes, I spent £340. I can't remember what the whole total is so far. I think it's about 3,000 or something. So I'm probably about up to about 3,500 so far from what I've actually spent on these tapes. But obviously, a large chunk of that was Beast in Heat. But yeah, so that's the end of that. So thanks for watching, and see you soon.